It's good.
The Earth is made up of many different types of organisms. However, all organisms have one thing in common. Can you tell me what this is? Cells are a small, microscopic mass of photoplasm, bounded externally by a membrane. Cells are capable of acting alone or interacting with other cells, of performing all the fundamental functions of life, and performing the smallest structural unit of living matter capable of functioning independently. Now, let's take a closer look inside a cell. Can anyone tell me what type of cell you're looking at right now? Correct, you're inside a plant cell. How did you know this? Great, now let's review the different organelle that you are seeing. First of all, does anyone remember what the gel-like substance is that all of our organelle float around in? Great job! Cytoplasm is correct. Now, can you tell me what this is? That's right, you're looking at the cell wall. The cell wall is a tough, rigid outer covering that surrounds the cell membrane of the plant cell. It protects plant cells and helps the plant keep its shape. How about this organelle? Correct. This is a cell membrane. The cell membrane is the outer boundary of the cell that controls the movement of materials in and out of the cell. Let's move on. Can anyone tell me what this is? Right again. This is the mitochondria. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. It contains the energy to power the cell's activities. Next, do you know what these are? That's right, these are chloroplasts. Chloroplast is what gives plants the green color you see in their leaves and stem. They also enable plants to make sugars through photosynthesis. Can anyone tell me what this is? Great, the vacuole. The vacuole is a sac that absorbs water, stores protein, and waste products. They also provide support for plant cells. Now, which organelle is this? You are right. This is the Golgi body, which is responsible for sorting, changing, packaging, and distributing proteins throughout the cell. Can anyone tell me which organelle this is? Right again. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. There are two different kinds of endoplasmic reticulum, smooth and rough. The smooth are in charge of making lipids and modifying toxic chemicals in the cell. Rough make proteins to be secreted by the cell, and they also make new cell membranes. Let's take a look at another. Do you remember what this is? Correct. You are looking at the ribosomes. Ribosomes are packets of RNA and protein. You guys are doing so well. Hang in there, we're almost finished. Next, can anyone tell me what this is? Great job. This is the centrosome. The centrosome is where microtubules are made. During cell division, mitosis, the centrosome divides and the two parts move to opposite sides of the dividing cell. Now what about this? Awesome! The amyloplast is an organelle in some plant cells that stores starch. And last but certainly not least, we have this organelle. Can anyone identify what this is? Good job! This is the nucleus. The nucleus is the information center of the cell. It houses DNA. It also contains the nucleus in the center, which makes ribosomes. The nucleus is surrounded by a protective coating. Do you remember what this is called? You're right! The nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane is a thin layer of protein and fat that surrounds the cell to help protect it. However, it has tiny pores that allow certain material to pass through it. Now, let's dig a little deeper into the nucleus. What do you think we might find? DNA. DNA is what we call the code of life. It is what makes each and every one of us unique. A single strand of DNA is called a double helix. A double helix is composed of 4 different nucleotides and are bounded together in pairs. Now let's head to the lab to learn more about this and how it all works.